Hello there, it's me, earthmanbrick, and we're back with another Dreadnaught. Yes, this was actually a request I got to do, what is it, because this was the last Dreadnaught I did, and in the comments in the video, I got a request from a certain someone as to which one I should do next. And I was like thinking along the lines of Chaos Factions, because this is Nurgle. I thought, well, Khorne, Tzeentch, Slaanesh, etc. But they surprised me by saying Iron Warriors. And I had to look it up because I didn't know right off the bat. And the Iron Warriors, we'll see a few examples on screen here. I'll edit them in later. The Iron Warriors is one of the Chaos Space Marine cults that rebelled during the Heresy and whatnot. So they look relatively normal by comparison, whereas this looks more like a mutant kind of thing. Hence why we used a lot of milliput to add on and a lot of extra texture and whatnot. Really like how it turned out. But anyway, I digress. So what I've done is we've used the same molds and stuff we made last time. And I've also taken it upon myself because apparently chevrons are a big thing on it, or hazard strips. So what I've done is I've got this old business card here, and I've just gone over it with a black marker pen and then just cut out small strips. And then I've applied them to this new build, and this is our Iron Warriors one. So the general theme with the Iron Warriors, paint scheme wise, as you can see from the other pictures, is basically silver, lots of chevrons. And I thought, well, that's a bloody simple color scheme, so I'll be able to do that no problem. And so what I've done is I've taken a whole bunch of MDF sprue frames and then chopped them up and then bulked them together, and you can see it more or less here. I've just layered them up, kind of like the way a 3D printer would make up the various layers of something. So I've done that. I've added in a shoelace there just to act as a kind of a cable for these cannons, and these cannons are just parts from a hand soap pump dispenser as part of the pump part. So yeah, just took out a couple of those, glued them on. These are all various bits of MDF here for the spikes, and you can see here there's the hazard strips that we've put on. And again, all this stuff here is all just with the exception of a couple of bits of cardboard, the rest is all MDF sprue frame. And there you go, there's the bits there, and I've just covered the rear of this thing with just some strips of card. It'll look a lot better once it's painted. There you go, there's a nice big saw blade, and we've got that from the... if you want to see how we make those, I've got a separate saw blades video. But yeah, you more or less using the exact same techniques as we've done last time, but yeah, we're going to give it a Iron Warriors kind of once over. And I think painting scheme wise, what we're going to do is something very similar to this Chaos Cultist grinder thing. I forget what it's called. The Goliath grinder? I'm not too sure. But yeah, we'll just use lots of silver. We'll throw in lots of nice little minor rusty colors. Less is more. And hazard strips galore. Now, I do have a separate video on hazard strips if you want to see how I've made these ones. But yeah, I just figured that I'd use this technique because I've got this card lying around. And it allows you to make much smaller bits and bobs. But anyway, without much further ado, I'm going to get to painting this. So bye for now, see you again soon. Hello there, and we're back. So, how did we get on? Well, here he is, all done and dusted. Yep, so we've added a few little cross panels here and there. We've also added on some extra hazard strips because I just felt it needed it a little bit extra. And I've made some little hazard strips down there, barely legible. But I thought, just add a little bit more color, same there. And we've added a whole bunch of wires and cables, just coming back and forth, just to give it a little bit more animation, make it look more dynamic. And we've, color-wise, all we've done is just hit it with black, stippled with white, and then hit it up with a few sort of washes, inks, that sort of thing. Just basic browns. And that's it. And then just a little bit of red just on his pizza cutter there. And yeah, I think it's good enough. But what do you think? Does it look suitably Iron Warrior-y? Is that a word? Iron Warrior-y? Warrior-y? I'm just gonna say Iron Warrior. But yeah, so how does he fare against our other Dreadnaught? Let's have a closer look. There we go. And yeah, I think he looks suitable enough for the battlefield. So that's our second Chaos Dreadnaught all done and dusted. And let's see how he fares against one of our orky killbot things. What is it? They call them killicans. And yeah, I think we could see these guys facing off against each other. Probably be relatively even balanced. But yeah, that's all I've got for you today. So thanks again for watching, and bye.